Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Advisory. It is the guidance lesson part 5. This is the last one. And we've almost completed our entire North Star, but we just have one more section to finish, and that's the tool section, okay? So we'll walk through what that looks like, and then we will be completed. We'll have it all done. All right. So corporations like Coca-Cola spend billions of dollars posting billboards on highways, advertisements in stores, and pop-ups all over the internet. Why? Because they know that they need to remind you again and again about their product, or you will forget about them. But it's the same with your goals, okay? So you will forget your goals if you don't see them every day. So these tools, these 4 tools, will help you remind yourself about your North Star, okay? Because we're not just creating this so you could just shove it away and never look at it again, right? We're creating this so that we can put it in a place where we can be reminded day after day these important goals that we've set for ourselves, okay? So here we have 3 tools. Posting it, right? Just like the advertisements and billboards and all those things that we have to look at every day. If you post your North Star where you see it often, like in your locker, I know we don't use lockers currently, but maybe on your mirror in your bedroom, on your wall, on your screensaver, you can take a picture and put it on your screensaver. Seeing it often is that reminder, okay? It's reminding us, remember, these are our goals. This is where we're headed. These are the things we need to do in order to get there. Okay, it's a great way to remind yourself of the things you want to focus on. Okay, there's also reading through it, right? Take 2 minutes each morning or evening and read through your entire North Star. So this is, again, just like reading through a couple minutes every day. You can do it your daily check. We can call it a daily check during breakfast, on the bus, in a study hall or homeroom, or each night, or you can do it in advisory every day. Since we've created this North Star in advisory, it only seems fitting that you would take that couple minutes during advisory to check in with your North Star. Where am I? How far along am I? How much further do I need to go? Okay. There's also a notebook. Okay. So if you get a notebook and you put your North Star on the front, so you could even take this out of your journal and actually paste it in the front of your journal so that you will look at it every time you open it up. You can take 5 minutes each day to review your progress and reflect on your day. So describe what you have done to move closer to your goals. If you cannot do it every day, then do it a few times each week. A victory check is when you describe all of the positive things that happened each week, including all the ways you stayed true. So these are 3 ways, like posting it somewhere where you can see it, reviewing it every day, a couple minutes a day, taking time, and then the victory check is actually like reflecting and processing. How far have we gone? Where have we made progress? Where do we need to, how can we improve? Okay, those are the types of questions that you could reflect on in order to do a victory check, right? So the weekly plan, this is another tool. It's a powerful tool because as long as you do the things you listed, you will be living out your North Star throughout the week. So learning how to do a weekly plan in high school is super important because in college you will not have your parents or guardians or teachers around as often to keep you on track in the way that they do. So you will need to know how to schedule and use your time appropriately and efficiently. And in fact, like poor time management is one of the biggest reasons students fail out of college because they're not accustomed to having to organize things in a way that is efficient, right? So this is a way of doing that. So this may be the most powerful way to use your star. So each week, maybe on a Sunday night, set aside some time to do the following. So you could pull out your North Star and read through it, just like the first step. And then on a sheet of paper, you can list the things you need to do each week to follow your North Star. This can include study sessions, any workouts you have, anything else you want to do, things that you're working towards, right? So I think Helen mentioned she wanted to be in a band with her friend. That might entail practicing whatever instrument she wants to play a couple times a week, setting that aside and putting that in her calendar so she has something for each day that's going to help her get to where she wants to be. So get your calendar and schedule the things you listed. So this could be something that you do in your journal. You could do this in a planner, that if you already have a planner, or you can find a template online. They have them all over the internet. And then you review your calendar each day to be sure you're doing the things that you listed. And if you have to switch things around, that's okay. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing this today, but I'll do it tomorrow. So you'll switch something out. Just a way to make sure that you're getting to everything you need to get to, okay? So just try to follow your schedule as much as possible, but this is a great way, making weekly plan. If you don't already make a weekly plan, I highly suggest it. It's a great way to get ready for college if that's your plan, or even just normal day-to-day things. Like if once you start your job, you're going to have to schedule, make sure that you have the openings when you want to be scheduled or when you don't want to be scheduled, okay? It's an important habit to get into. And there's some other things. So these are things you could do on your own, right? You can make your own calendar. You can do your little victory check every week, whatever that looks like for you. But there's also things that you could do with others, okay? So you can find a mentor. So have you ever watched a movie where a young character has to do something difficult and the younger characters don't need to handle it alone because they have someone older and more experienced who can advise them? So think Luke Skywalker, right? Or Harry Potter, he has Professor Dumbledore. So an older person who trains a younger person is called a mentor. You could also team up. So find one or two friends you trust. Share your North Stars together. Talk at least once a week for 10 minutes to update each other on their progress. Okay, so this is like just having someone to reflect with, like, this is what I'm working on. It helps to kind of hold you accountable a little bit. So remembering the North Star is so challenging that tools on your own might not be enough, right? You could do these things that we've mentioned regularly, but sometimes it's not enough. We have to be reminded by others around us, or kind of. So here are the tools that you can consider if you need that extra support. Finding a mentor, someone who could support you with this stuff, or even just teaming up with your friends in your classes, okay? So this is how we're going to complete the tools section. So that you're going to select 2 things you can do on your own and 1 thing you can do with others. And this is what it looks like for Helen. So she has now completed her entire North Star, right? So she's got her grades on her student section. And on the tools there on the right-hand side, she has on her own. So what is she going to do just herself? She's going to do a weekly check. She's going to journal 3 times each week, keeping track of her progress. And then with others, she's going to get a mentor. She's going to review her North Star with her teacher every Thursday for 10 minutes. Okay, these are great examples of what you can do and how others can assist you in keeping on track with your goals. You're going to put in the tools section, on your own, with others. There's 2 parts to this section. What are the things you're going to do on your own to keep on track? And what are the things that you can get? What other kind of support can you get from others? And again, these are all just examples. This is what your STAR should look like. If you haven't completed it yet, spend this time complete the tool section, and now you will have a full North Star. You want to spend the rest of the time making it look extra pretty, because again, we should be putting this somewhere that we can look at it all the time and be reminded of all the things that we want to be working on. Spend this time, make it look as good as you want it to look. If you have some extra time after that, share your completed STAR with somebody. Show your teacher. Show them what sort of things you're going to do moving forward to keep you on track. Thanks, guys. See you next time.